What's going on, everybody? Private Benjy here, and today we're going to be looking at the T67, and this is courtesy of Salve Rising. Now, I haven't driven this tank probably for almost 3 years because it used to be called the T49. It had the enclosed turret on it, and then patch 9.3 came around, and that's when they switched the designation from T49 to T67. Well, they ended up giving the T49 designation to the Tier 7 light tank, actually, at the time. And that was back when they actually introduced high-definition modeling to the tanks within World of Tanks. But they've also... It's been a while since I've actually, played this, but it still has a 76mm gun. It's quick firing, like 3 seconds. And you can get around almost 2,300 damage per minute with it, with a fully trained crew. So the T67, it eventually morphed into the Hellcat, which was probably one of the most famous tank destroyers of World War II. And I liked the Hellcat before World of Tanks nerfed it, because it turned it basically into a slug. And I wasn't very happy about that at the time, so I ended up selling that off after I got the T25-2, which was a slower version of the Hellcat, what the Hellcat eventually became. But I digress. The T67 is an excellent tank, and I hope everybody's able to try it out. I mean, it's only Tier 5, so anybody can get to this tank. What Salve Rising is going to show you here is excellent use of coverage while using the T67. Not his driving skills, though. I swear, officer, that rock jumped out and attacked the front end of my vehicle. But another good thing about the T67, it does have negative 10 degrees of gun depression, which is pretty standard along most American tanks. Has a pretty slow turret rotation, 20 degrees a second. But he fires off one round, gets two off into the M7, and a very, very lucky bounce from the VK 3001H. Which is surprising, because in the hull, it only has 12.7 millimeters of armor, and on the turret, it's only around 22 to 26, even if you hit it on the mantlet. So he probably hit the mantlet at extreme angle or from the side, which, of course, isn't going to penetrate. I like how there's still a teammate here right outside of spawn. He's not artillery, so, I mean, I don't understand why this guy is still sitting here in his base. But Salve is taking notice to the eastern flank, and he notices a couple of heavy tanks coming up there. Good thing there's a Leopard there to spot for him. And of course, he's stuck. He's kind of behind a fallen over bush, so he's going to take some shots here at the OI. And of course, he switches over to premium ammunition to take care of him, especially from frontally. Because at this kind of range, I don't think the penetration drop-off is... actually, I think the penetration drop-off is too much for him to be able to even get decent hits into him. KV-1 looked like he was trying to creep up there, but he's kind of behind the OI. Keeps looking over there. Gets attacked by artillery, of course, but... I don't know. Is he going to risk it? Look like he's starting to peek over. Oh, he's gonna do it. Give him those easy shots to Salve here. Oh, he's still going for it. KV-1's not gonna see him from this range whatsoever. Of course. And if anybody knows, KV-1 has terrible view range, especially compared to the T67. Base stats for its view range is 340, and then with binoculars and recon, you can actually get that up to the 445 max view range. And Salve gets his second kill off of the KV-1. Now maybe he can get another shot off on this M7 that was peeking around. There he is. He wraps up his third kill. M7 couldn't see that one coming, could he? But the BDR-1 still here in spawn, surprisingly. Being a heavy tank, you expect them to lead the charge a little bit. but his friendly Skoda T24 has met his fate here, so he's going to go up here. He's got a Stug 4, which that's number 4 for him. He's got an enemy Skoda, and he gets a 5th kill. And that's all within 5 minutes of the match starting. So these lower tier matches, yeah, they're not going to be... They're kind of a short-lived matchup here, so... So since seems like there's maybe 1 or 2 vehicles over here, Salve's going to go ahead and take his chance here. He gets a pretty big hit from the Swedish medium, bounces off of him, takes a second shot from him, and that's number 6. That's Top Gun for the match. Let's see if he can get some more kills. Nope, can't get that guy over there. So can he get some spots from this location though? That's the other thing. It looks like that T1 heavy is kind of behind the rock. And that's another heavy tank that hasn't left their spawn. I mean, I guess it's true for both sides there. And friendly T67 putting some fire shots into him, but the T1 beats his reload. And then a friendly STRV takes him out. Now this is a good spot for him to be sitting, because he can actually see. He can get some good shots into enemy tanks. And you notice how he pulled up to the bush, was able to see through it, and then backed off. Still spotting him at that point in time. So that's number 7 and number 8 for his kills. Can he get some shots off onto the Stug 4? He got 1 into it. It looked like it hit his tracker, bounced, or didn't even penetrate. That one missed. I don't think he's gonna get any more shots into him unless he does something foolish. But you know, random battles, things like this can happen. So he's still sitting here in the bush. The Stug 4 still hasn't been seen. Looks like this friendly T67 is going to go after him. Oh hey, there's a BDR. He finally made it out of base. Comes around, he's going to try to get some shots into the Stug 4. Got 1 shot up into him. 2. Looks like it's... Oh, he bounced that one. There he goes. He's got number 9 right there. And of course, this match is pretty much wrapped up with only 1 T67 left. He's fired off all his premium ammunition. Where's that T67? There he is. And that's the end of the match. Of course, he got the Mastery Badge. He got Top Gun for getting more than 6 kills. He got High Caliber, of course. And the Pools Medal for getting 10 or more kills within one match, especially when you're Tier 4 or higher. And out of that, he got 1187 for base XP, did 1783 damage, which is amazing. And as you can see, he fired 28 times, 26 hit, 22 pen. He had to resupply his ammo because he used quite a bit of the premium ammunition, so he lost 22,000 on this match. If he would have been premium, he would have only lost 10,000 on this match. And I want to thank you guys for stopping by, checking out my video. If you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe. If you liked the video, hit like. If you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down. That's all I have for you. More content coming your way. Take care. Have a good one.
Penetration. We didn't even scratch them. We didn't